would have fucking about 20 uppercuts, I reckon. And then I thought, oh, that's enough. That's enough, 20. Then he's, like I stepped away, he pulled his jumper over his head and just well everywhere. I thought, oh fuck, I've done it here.
Yeah, right. Did fighting ever get you in trouble like that time? Like?
Not at that time. The first type of trouble come from self-defense actually. But let's go back a bit to like the fighting thing. So at the end of my schooling, I had some issues at school. So I've had a few fights with school here and there, and it's one thing in a controlled environment like boxing, but another thing when you're out in the streets in that environment, and there's always, even to this day, I still can't help the child coming out of me as in the response. You know, I've grown up raising that has been against conflicts, not liking confrontation. I still have a big element of that in me to this day, but as I've gotten older now, you know, I know I'm capable. I believe in myself. It's been tried time and time again, but I just can't help that natural response that's been like reinforced as a kid in those situations. That still comes out. That nervousness, that feels scared, and adrenaline runs and whatnot. But the first time I really sort of acknowledged that I've actually got some skill was there was a few, like about year 10, before I actually had my first fight at school. I had a short time I got in a few fights, and there was 3 times I got jumped. One was with 4 people, 5, one was with a few more than that. And 3 of those times I walked away without a scratch, and the first time's a fluke. I felt like I got lucky. Second time's a fluke, but it happened 3 times in a row, and I thought maybe I am. But I've got some skill, and people aren't just trying to, you know, blow me up and say that to try and, you know, light fire me or whatever reason. You know.
Yeah, and I know you'll fight anyway. I guess, would you say you've always been fearless, or is that just gotten stronger?
I'm far from fearless. So if I'll make a point specifically to the bare knuckle thing that I've just recently been getting into, which is really started by the contender. I've come across someone sent me the link to the first one. I think I applied to the second one, then the third one. I didn't have an Instagram at the time, and my mate sent it to me. I said, "Can you just apply for me because you need an Instagram?" And then I said, "Do one more thing, just send them a personal message. I'll just try and make me stand out from the rest of the applicants," and that worked. Fearless? No, I'm definitely not fearless. Back to what I was saying. So, for example, in the bare knuckle, I'm not doing this because I'm got no fear or I'm tough. I'm doing this out of confidence in my ability.
Ruiz.
Yeah, man,
That's mad.
I love it. So, well, let's move into that, right? So, how do you go from the traditional boxing, and I think you started to explain then, into the bare knuckle stuff? So it was the hook contender that was your first real bare knuckle fight?
No, they got the glove, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I'm thinking, didn't you fight Randall? In, you know, your good mate now, Randall.
Yeah,
fucking legend. Shout out Randall.
Yo, Yoza. Yoza.
So wasn't like Randall won on the front lawn? Was that the first?
Well, there's no winners and losers.
But that was bare knuckle.
Let me talk on that. So, just a quick background. Randall and I were first acquainted when I first started fighting as a novice through PCYs and local fight tournaments. That's how I was introduced to him, or become acquainted to him. And all these years later, I was just on the internet. One day I just seen Bare Knuckle Australia. I was like, bare knuckle. So I've looked in and inquired. I've sent messages, and Randall didn't know it was Randall at the time until I started looking through whatever was on the internet, and he started sending a message saying, "Yeah, we can look into it. We need to meet and just find out your lucky demeanour and what you're about." I said, "All right, I remember you back when I was a kid fighting out of PCYC. I was at Backtown PCYC, so you used to see at fights." He goes, "Yeah, I remember you now." and then we set up that fight. It was on Good Friday, what year? 2020, 21, I don't know, around about then. And Good Friday, about 10 o'clock in the morning, we set that up. We had that fight. Yeah, he did. He got. It's a good one. You see, I've replayed it so many times. He just catches me with the hook right on the button on the chin, and my head just I just fall. There was no.
He's giving you some time, mate. Just take you. Sorry.
It's funny, different ways of getting that knockdown. So I blacked out in the head. Had a bit of call it the stars, or you see in the Tweety birds. But my legs have been shot solid. This was the opposite. I dropped, got back up. My head was, my legs were fine. My head was fine. And I just walked it off because I didn't have the 8 count or 10 count, so I just made sure I got the time. It's also the other way. Like my legs go, my head doesn't go. My head will go, or my legs won't go. It's all from the same sort of same thing, but same cause but different effects. Like I don't know why the head will go but the legs won't, but then you get it again, the legs go and the head won't. So that's just something interesting I've noticed.
Have you boys ever determined who was the winner of that? Because that was a good fight.
Yeah, that was.
You gave up some kilos as well, and
yeah, 1 or 2.
And Randall had the bloody nose, and I'll tell you one of your favourite things about watching that one. Fucking, I think, was it 5 minutes, the initial round?
5 minute round.
Yeah, it was a 5 minute round, then after it, you're both looking at each other go, want another fucking minute? You want to go? Do you want to go another minute? And you went another minute, man.
I think because that was, so I've had, something that I really, got out of the fighting is, it's a way to release, some pressures and just get that, whatever's holding all the time, because you don't want to, for whatever reason, whatever you're holding in, for whatever reason you're holding things in, because you don't want to burst it out. It's just a way to release that pent up energy. And that was the first fight I've had in years and years and years, and I just wanted to just get a little bit more out of it, because I do get in the ring as a sport. I was saying I don't fight, they're only bouts. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter, but they're not fights, they're bouts. I still have that bout. And it's a good release to release that energy in a positive way that's directed without any hurting anybody.
Did you? So at that point, how well did you know each other? Because correct me if I'm wrong, there was no one there, man. There was the cameraman and another dude with the phone, and maybe was it Randall's missus or someone in the background?
My sister's
oh, it was your
front
sister.
yard.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said,
it's just you two.
Because there's a park across the road.
It's in the park.
But I couldn't do that because that's afraid.
Right.
But if you're on private
But
property.
how well did you know each other, you and Randall, at that point?
I haven't seen him since when I was a kid. Still fighting out a piece of washing.
You could feel the respect in it as well, that when you got dropped, Randall, he didn't jump on you, man. He said, take your time and whatever. I loved it, man. That was
I think that sort of is the reason why, because that's mutual between me and him, and we both appreciate that in other people, and I think that's why what connected us initially is it's like we mirror ourselves in each other. I'm like that. I appreciate those sort of things in people.
No,
well said, bro. Well said.
Those traits that
Well said.